Well, g'day tubes, welcome to question and answer. I don't know which one it is now, 26 or something like that. I've lost count. Oh, my mistake, we're actually 27 now, holy smokes. So, let me load up some questions, but first, I'll say, it's starting already. And you know what I mean in a second here. How about we cue some music? Alright, so it is Christmas card time already. Got my first Christmas card from Vincent from San Diego. He's a super big fan of BILLSTMAXX. So there's my address there. I'll let you a little longer there if you wanted to send a Christmas card out. We got Christmas cards starting already. Thanks, Vince, for sending that out. It says, Merry Christmas to you and yours. That's a cool little truck. I like that. Christmas tree, fast delivery. And it says, please do horses and huge bale day with wool and grass in farm sim. Vince loves farm sims, so we got some big fields happening there, Vince. I don't know. I can do bales, but I gotta do something with them after. That's the problem. It says wishing you peace and love to warm your hearts this Christmas season. Merry Christmas, sincerely from Vincent. It says please put on right away. There you go, bud. She's on. So our first Christmas card is here. And I've still got the cards up here from last year, all of them still here, so we'll have to save them, put them in a box or something, and start again this year for 2021. So if you want to send a Christmas card, like Vince did, we'll get it onto the show here. And like I say, that's my address there. Thanks, Vince, for sending that in. We'll stick that up here right now. And we are going to do number 27, question and answer. We got quite a few here from some good people here. So the first one is from Michael McTavish. He is a Kubota fan, like major. He says, hey Bill, this is from September 23rd. He says, hey Bill, nice Kubota tiller, and question, what dealer did you get it from? I actually bought it from Facebook Marketplace. If you load up your Facebook, go down to the bottom, it says Marketplace. Brings up a whole bunch of cool things well, if it loads, there we go. Brings up a whole bunch of cool things. That's where I bought all my tractors from. So there's a whole bunch of always new stuff on there. I'm always looking on there just for fun. That's where I bought it from. I seen it on there and the guy wanted like $1,000 for it. I'm like, wow, that's in pretty good shape. And how I know it was in good shape was I could see the tines. The tines didn't have a whole lot of wear on them. And the handle, the white handle that goes around where the little bale thing is, it was like still like painted nice. Usually they'll wear all off there real good, right? And right down to the metal, and there's no paint left on them. I'm like, that paint's good, so that doesn't have a lot of hours on it. So that's why I went and scooped that up real quick. So we used to rent those at the rental I worked at there in town here, and man, they were good machines. They're solid machines, really good. So, and I've been happy with it. It's been working good. He says it looks like a beefy unit, better than box store ones. Oh yeah, big time. They sure don't make them like this anymore. These ones, the Kubota ones, and the ones made by Honda back then in the 70s were really good. And they just don't do that anymore. They're just garbage now. So, I'm shopping around for one myself, he says. Well, hard to find one in good shape like that. That's why I went and scooped up real fast. But thanks, Mike, for sending it in. Next one here, September 23rd from Clayton. Sorry, I swallowed some spit wrong. It says, hey Bill, since you have so many shipping containers now, have you considered building a C-can shop? Well, yes and no, but I'd almost need like 2 more containers, which I don't want to do, to make a shop, because the ones I'm using now I'm using for storage for tractors and stuff, right? And engines and dirt bikes. They're down here. They're going to be going in there soon. Dylan's dirt bike stuff. So I'll get my shop back here. At least we can do something in here. Kind of something like this. He sent a picture, I'll show you. Enclosed, but then you could store your things and use them as a wall structure or something else and possibly enclose it. I see what you mean by that picture. So you could work underneath there or store stuff. Yeah, I could, but I don't know where I'd do that roofy thing from. I'd have to almost build it myself from wood or something, but I don't know. I like the C-cans, just kind of using them like that. They seem to work pretty good. So thanks, Clayton, for sending that in. Good idea though. Next one is, oh boy, it's messing up on me here again. Oh boy, September 23rd. Oh boy, what's it doing? Don't delete it on me. Oh my goodness, hang on, give me a sec here. It's messing up on me. From Evan. So he says, so let's talk woodwork. What's your skill set in woodwork? I am better in metal work because I can use the welder to fill crap in that I messed up. Wood's a little harder to fill back in again. What's your skills on set and woodwork? Are you pretty good? So, I mean, I built the shed. Woodwork, I guess. Construction work. I know I did a couple of things wrong here and there. I measured wrong and did a couple of things wrong, laying things out, but hey, it hasn't fallen down yet. Speaking of that, how good are you with anything construction like concrete, plumbing, anything? So plumbing I'm good at. Concrete, I do cement work in the back here for the monument stuff with the guys here, and I don't necessarily mix the cement, but I do the I did quite a bit of the leveling for them actually, you know, like the troweling after, and then the fine smooth troweling, and then the edging and stuff. I do a lot of that for them. Plumbing, yeah. Plumbing, electrical, I'm pretty good at electrical. I haven't zapped myself too many times. The lights are still on here and they're still working, so I must have done something right. That's pretty simple stuff though, until you get into like the three-way switches and stuff. That gets a little more complex, and I don't really do a lot of that kind of stuff. Simple stuff I do, you know. So, plumbing, yep. A little bit of plumbing I do a lot more in the house. There's not really plumbing out here, right? Because it's cold out here, so. Anything of the sort, I'd like to learn some tips, LOL. Well, I don't really do a whole lot of it kind of thing, you know. I've just kind of did these lights here and wired in the stuff over here for the furnace. See over there? Oh, where are we here? Right there. That's all for the furnace, and then the electrical box that's coming in from the house runs everything out here. I mean, simple stuff kind of thing. So plumbing I do a lot, kind of more of it in the cemetery. Not much this year though, it's actually been pretty good, but there's always a line breaking somewhere. Or this year actually I did have a problem with the main line, and it was like a big 2-inch stuff, like real big, so I had to do a bunch of fixing there. And anyways, can't show you that because that's past the gate. So anyways, I'll try to do some stuff for you, but I mean I just do a lot of basic stuff. Like I wired in and I did a mistake, but that in a way it's all right. This these lights of course are run by the switch over here. Well, the light up here, instead of running a whole new line all the way across for this plug in the wall here, where are we? Where's the plug here? This plug in the wall here, I just ran it from the light up there, and I didn't realize till after, crap, I shut the light off, and it shuts that plug off too. I'm like, well, that's okay, because I know everything's off, right? So I don't leave something burning, we'll say, or something running, and at least shut it off. That's okay, but I got a plug, like I say, over here. Where are we here again? We're beside the box there. Yeah, plug there that's running this light to keep it charged up, so, and it's always on. But this one here, it ends up shutting off. I'm okay with that, so that's all right. But anyways, little oopsie, but I just run it off the box out of there and ran it down here. It was a little bit shorter wire. I think actually because that's all the wire I had left was from the boxes. These are, I don't know if it's too bright up there to see, but these things, I don't think you'll be able to see. It's basically, it's got one of these plugs up on the ceiling, and then the lights just plug into that. So I've got that turning off kind of thing, right? So it shuts off with that, and then I just ran another one in there and down to this plug, so works. Works for me anyways. Works all on you did too. And if I'm in here, I got the lights on anyways, so the plug will be on. If I'm not in here, the plug's off. So anyways, thanks Evan for sending that in. September 23rd from Stefan. I think I said that right. If I didn't, I apologize. Sometimes I don't say people's names right. Says Stefan here from Wellington, New Zealand. Wow, that's a long way from my house. Have been watching your videos for years now and enjoy them a lot. Thank you, sir. Thank you. My questions are, when will we get to see the AR in action? Or Boris, it's been a while now. Well, if this weather holds out, we've been having so much rain. The ground is so incredibly super saturated with water and moisture right now. I've never seen it. It's not pooling, but you just step on it, you can feel it's like stepping on like mush. It's really weird. But anyways, I want to hopefully get this weather better here, where I can get all the tractors outside and all ready to go here, and I want to do like my own little mini tractor show, I'll say, right? And yeah, hopefully soon, before the snow comes, right? That'll be probably the next time. And I just recently found out that we don't need insurance to drive any tractor on the roads here. No, maybe not the main highway out here, but I could drive it in town, we'll say. To take for a little tour and take you guys with me. That'd be kind of cool. Don't know whether I do the AR that far, but the other ones, yeah, it'd be fine because they're a little faster. But you're not allowed to go over 40 kilometers an hour. So with Boris, I have to be super careful because that'll do. We had it at like 80 kilometers an hour one day. They're testing it out, and he says, I still had throttle left. I'm like, holy crap. So yeah, that thing goes really fast. So anyways, also, will you be insulating the other containers? Thanks, Stefan. I don't know if I said that right. Don't punch me out, please. Not this year. I don't think I'll be doing it. I have to see how much the kits are now, because the bloody kits are so expensive. And the guy that did the white container, I wanted him to come and spray this building here. And he's like, oh yeah, I'll put a quote together for you, blah, blah. And I never heard back from him. I'm like, okay, I gave you a chance, I guess. So I guess you don't want to do it. So, but I wanted him to spray this in here for me. I ended up having to do it myself, and it cost me a lot of money because the kits are, I think it was $1,600 or something for the, no, $800 for the kit. Sorry, it's $800 for the kit for here, and I still actually should get another one and go over it again, really, but I like to put more into the ceiling because now I see a couple of spots that I missed, but I mean, what can you do? So anyways, spraying the containers, I don't know, probably not, because they're pretty big. It would take a fair bit. It would probably cost me, you need probably two of those spray kit units for in there too, so you'd be like if that's the same price, they're like $1,600 for two of the kits, and then it's so messy, and I don't know, it made a heck of a mess in here too. It's all over everything, right? But I mean, it does work good. It does actually deaden the sound quite a bit too, and it actually adds, it won't matter in them, but for a building like this, it adds a lot of structural strength to it too, especially if I actually had filled these cavities up. But those little kits, they're not the same stuff as like the professionals will say, where they spray it and it looks like paint, and all of a sudden it's like way out. With this, it's like, well, it's kind of neat. It doesn't really spray and, you know, foam out like their stuff, so it's way different stuff, I guess. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe in the future, who knows. Thank you for sending that in. Okay, this doesn't mess up. September 23rd from Corey. What got you interested in farm tractors and old engines? Do you or anyone in the family play any instruments? Nobody in my family except my wife. She plays the trumpet, and her sister played the clarinet in school. I don't think she hasn't played that for a long time, but my wife was playing trumpet all through school, and she played for a band up to about 3 years ago. And there's just too many politics, and she's coming home complaining about it. I'm like, why don't you just quit it then? Just do something else and find somewhere else to do it. And she's like, no. And that went on for like another 2 years, and then she kept complaining. Every time she came home about all the politics, oh, blah, 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 said this to him. I'm like, oh my God, the drama, we don't need that. How about you just quit it just quit the band? And so she ended up quitting it. But she does still play the odd time for like Remembrance Day, for, you know, at the cenotaph and stuff. She plays up for them, and she hasn't got any calls this year yet though, so I wonder if a lot of people aren't doing that as much. I don't know. So but anyway, sorry, I got on the bottom part of that question, what got you interested in farm tractors and old engines? I kind of think my stepdad taking us to like the shows. And I really like tractor pulling. I've never tried it myself other than my trailer full of dirt, but I mean, that doesn't really count. No, going to the shows, I think, is what got me interested, especially the steam engine stuff. But you got to be so over certified to operate steam engine stuff here. It's ridiculous. So, and they're so huge and massive we'll say. So I mean, I like the steam stuff, but it's too much of a nuisance, I think. But I don't know, watching the tractor pulls, I always love the John Deere stuff, especially the big 2-cylinder stuff like my AR, because when it's working and it's like bang 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 bang, and it's still pulling. It's like, holy crap, it's almost stalled, but it's still pulling. It's just insane. So the torque out of them things is just ridiculous. So, well, it should be when you got 2 pistons the size of this in them. Oh, I mean, holy crap, just the inertia of that thing moving would be enough for torque, you know, never mind it actually firing it. Holy smokes, I still haven't weighed that yet, but that's got to be at least 20-25 pounds, that piston. It's friggin' heavy. Should weigh it, but old engines too, still from the shows, you know. I've got a couple of my own now that I'm gonna hopefully get going for this tractor show. We'll probably do a video of getting stuff going and then a video of an actual show with stuff running kind of thing. So, but anyways, get on her, bud. Holy smokes. Didn't that guy sound too much. Anyways, thanks Corey for sending that in. That's how I got interested in that stuff. Anyways, just keep right at her, bud. Just full. Holy smokes. Anyway, September 23rd from TJ. Hello, Bill and family. Are you planning on a longish trip in the next year or so? We plan to take on next year. Hopefully, the world will be back to normal by then. Thanks from Tim. I usually do stuff through the summer, not so much the winter because doing snow and stuff here. I can get away, but I'd rather travel, and I don't really want to fly anywhere and driving anywhere right now. I mean, maybe day trips or something, or maybe overnight somewhere, but not. I like to go actually down to Niagara Falls just for maybe a couple of days and stay a couple of nights or whatever, and then come home. But it's so bloody expensive down there too. But pardon me, I remember we did that once, and we went to a restaurant. This was quite a few years ago too. This is probably 10 years ago. Went to a restaurant. I think we had both kids then. And Sarah wanted a water. Oh, well, we don't serve tap water. We'll have to give you a bottle. And she's like, okay, that's fine. We got the bill, and it was just like a normal bottle of water, nothing special. It was $4 just for one bottle. I'm like, holy crap, do you know? Like, the Niagara Falls, there's like over 1 million bathtub fulls a second going down there. Can you not just give her some of that? Like, holy crap, I couldn't believe it. $4 for a bottle of water. You gotta be kidding me. But I don't know, I like it down there. I like to look at the falls and stuff. I like to actually take my drone down and do some droning around the falls. Maybe fly over to the US side and see what's going on over there and then come back. But it'd be my luck. I'd crash this stupid thing over there and I'd never get it back. Oh. But anyways, no, traveling right now, probably not. Not till everything's kind of back to normal. They're not pestering or hounding you. Oh, do you have your vaccine permit stuff or your whatever passport, vaccine passport? I'm like, stuff your vaccine passport up your arse there, bud. This is so stupid. Like, oh my God, I can't even go into a restaurant now because I didn't get the vaccine, because I know what it's going to do to people, and it's doing that to people already. What it's doing, like, some people are fine, other people are dying from it. And actually my wife's dad had it, and he's like 83, and he lost his voice. He sounds like Mickey Mouse now. He hasn't got any of the tone back in his voice. He talks up like this now. It's like, oh my God, he still hasn't got it back. And it was like a day after he got his second shot. So it's like, I'm not doing that. I'm good, thanks. I'm not going to be a guinea pig for your testing the vaccine stuff. But anyways, that's a whole nother story. Anyways, thanks Tim for sending that in, but probably no traveling right now. Anyways, that's all right. I'm fine with that too. Just cheaper. Cheap when it comes to that. Anyways, September 24th from Mark. Says, hey, Bill and family, hope all is good for y'all. We all know that you can't film in the cemetery anymore, which makes no sense at all. I'm still shaking my head, man. Anyways, have you ever thought about using a truck? I guess he means my truck, with a plow during the snow instead of a tractor. Yes, I have, but the trouble is my truck is so high up and I wouldn't see down low enough to see the corners because it's only like 10-foot wide roads back there. So if I happen to get off the side of the road too much as I'm going around a corner, it would just start shredding off like sod and everything would be going all over the place. But yes, it would work nice. It'd be nice to sit in a nice heated cab while you're doing that. But with the tractor lease, I can see down exactly where the edge of the blade is, right? And with those narrow roads in there, it would make it really tough to see kind of what you're doing. Good for like the parking lot or something, straightaways, but any of these, I got so many curves and turns. Look at the Google Maps there. Check out how tight some of these turns are. It's pretty wicked. So tractor itself is even sometimes hard, and I can see the blade where it is all the time, right? I just look down the side and there's the blade, or this side, there's that side. But with the truck, I think it would be too many blind spots, so I don't think that would work too well. Even though I would rather use the tractor, same here, I just put more clothes on. That's my cab. More snowsuits. I use my JD 1025R and have a JD Gator during our snow days of plowing. That'd be all right too, actually, the Gator for plowing. Do you have to put weight in the back? Does that help, or do you have to not do that? Maybe it's 4x4. You don't need to do that. Also, me and my wife love to see all family trips. Oh wow, that's really, I didn't think many people did, because I've done like videos when we're on trips and they're just horrible. Nobody seems to watch that stuff at all. But you know, it's kind of interesting to see different areas, I would think. But I don't know. I am ready to see the next Steam show. Yeah, me too. I didn't get any of this year. It sucked. No, did we do one? We did. Oh boy, I can't remember now. We did one fair. They had the one fair here, but it was kind of, there wasn't much to film there. But anyways, I'm ready to see the next team show. Wish we had them in our neck of the woods. And that's from Mark. Thanks, Mark, for sending that. So hopefully that answers your questions. Let's see here. September 25th from Chris. And it's 800 tractor is the subject here. What is the measured voltage on the minus side of the coil? If it's 12 volt, it's too high. It should be 8 to 9 volts. This is what's destroying your condenser and points. Yeah, I don't have to worry about it now, right, do we? Because we put those electronic ignition in it. That's way, 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 way more better. Yeah, it might have been either that or they're just crappy condensers. That's probably what it was. That's why we sent it through the potato gun. Anyways, we shouldn't have to worry about the points anymore because we've got that electronic ignition in it. So thank you. Thanks, Chris, for sending that in. Next one from September 25th from Jacob Hall. Sorry, my bad. I read it too fast. Are you still tapping the tree? Jacob Hall from Alma, Michigan. I don't know. It all depends what's going on in the spring. When the spring pops around here again, might do some maybe this year. I didn't do any last year. I don't think I did any the year, but maybe I did the year before. But it's so much work though, right? It's a lot of work. It does smell really good though, like when you're cooking it, and you can, pretty much like within the first 10 minutes you can smell the maple smell already. It's like, oh yeah, that smells all good. Bring the pancakes. Where's the pancakes? But anyways, or hot cakes, some of you call them, I know, the pancakes, hot cakes. And then once it starts even going more, you can actually see like it's turning like a brown color inside the pot, and it's, oh man, it smells so good. I could just like smell it all day. It smells so good. But this year maybe, I don't know, we'll see. My big tree that I really like back there, it wasn't looking too good this year. It still had quite a few leaves on it, but there's a lot of dead stuff on the top, and I don't know if that's such a good idea, so I might have to leave that one alone for now. But it ran like a 5-gallon pail of sap a day. It was really good. I've got a few others I could do, but that one is just, if I lose that tree, that'll probably be it for my sap and syrup and stuff, because it comes out of the tree and it's sweet. It's got so much sugar in it, and I've done other ones around and they're not as good. I don't know what this one's got so much sugar in it for, but anyways, thanks Jacob for sending that in. Heiko, September 28th, sent me a message. Hey Bill, my name's Heiko from Florida. Can you not show the cemetery because of personal reasons and getting in trouble and shut down? No, it was, told me it was an invasion of privacy. That's all I was told. And don't do that anymore, they said. I'm like, okay. That was it. So that's all I can tell you. That's all I know. Thanks, Heiko, for asking. I just can't do it anymore. Doesn't make sense to me either, but even though all the monuments are on like that Find a Grave, they're all in there. Most of them, 98% of them are all in there online, but okay. Anyways, next one, September 29th from Rich. September 29th. Oh, his title or his subject is Deep Pockets. Mr. Bill, how much money do you have invested in Ford tractors? You are unique. Oh boy, man, I don't even want to know. Oh, that bloody head was expensive when we had to change that for the 800. That was like $1,300 US or something stupid. But it's like, I need it. It's not going to be any good to me if I don't have a cylinder head for it. But I just want these old tractors to be reliable and not breaking down every couple hours, you know. I want to get out in the field and just start plowing or whatever, and I don't want to have problems. So that's why I spend a little money on them, and I feel that if you spend the money on them, they'll give it back to you in the field, we'll say, right? You're not going to be breaking down or anything stupid. I mean, even just that points kit, or no, sorry, the points kit. Electronic ignition for the Ford 800 was like $154 US for all it was. I'm like, holy crap. Ha. Anyways, I don't want to know that actual number, bud, because holy crap, that would be a lot. Thanks, Rich, for asking that. Braden, October 1st, no subject. What's your opinion on mullets coming back? Oh God, don't even start with that. That has got to be the worst haircut on the planet. That's all I'm saying. Sorry, Braden. It's just about as bad as an El Camino. I absolutely freaking hate El Caminos. They just look like a freaking mullet out of control. Honestly, I hate them. Mullets look so stupid, honestly. To be honest, they did look pretty bad. That's why I don't have one. And El Caminos. You guys aren't probably going to like me for saying this, but I absolutely freaking hate the look of the El Camino. They are so ugly looking. Oh my God. Is it a car or a pickup truck? Freaking decide, bud. Because it looks, oh, I hate them. Every time I see one, even just driving around, which isn't too often, thank God, I just give it a little my mouth kind of thing. And Sarah's like, what? She's like, oh, El Camino. She loves them though. She loves those cars. I'm like, she's like, I want one of them. That'd be awesome. I'm like, no. I will crush that thing with my backhoe before I'd ever give you one of them. I hate them. Anyways, sorry, off topic again. October 4th from Douglas. Let's see. Oh. Okay, so this is a long one here. Under the weather. This is probably from when I was feeling ill, which is about right. He says, hey Bill, I have sleep apnea myself. I haven't heard my results yet from my sleep test anyways. So I know you're going through. I was so tired of being tired all the time. Yeah. I think I've kind of figured out my problem though. But anyways, it sounds like you have what I have. When I had my sleep study, they said I stopped breathing 85 times an hour. Wow, that's a lot. I haven't got any of my results yet, so I don't know. So they said I had severe sleep apnea. I tell you what, they put me on the sleep machine and permanently now. That's good. Does it help? Hopefully it helps you. I tell you what the difference is from night to day. I feel much better now that I can sleep. And they give you a sleep machine for take home. If they give you a sleep machine for home, take it. You'll love it. Sorry, I read that wrong. But just an update. If they give you one, it'll probably take a couple of weeks for sleeping with the mask at night to get used to it. Yeah, I can imagine. I can't sleep without mine now. Oh boy, that's amazing. Eh? It's amazing how well it works. We had a storm back in August that knocked out our power for 48 hours. Oh boy. So I didn't have my sleep machine that night. I was so miserable. Oh boy. I was so glad I was able to sleep with the power when the power came back on. I also want to let you know to get well soon. I enjoy your videos. We miss them. Sorry, this was so long. No problem. That's fine. Get well soon, Douglas from Burton, Michigan. Well, thanks for sending that in. That's nice. Yeah, you sound like you 85 times an hour. That's a lot. Holy smokes. The guy said, and somehow, I don't know how, because that guy was looking at my watch like every, it's only this time, really? It's only this time? He says I got 6.5 hours sleep that night. I'm like, okay. even with all this crap attached to me. Anyways, but thanks Douglas for sending that in. Wow, that's sounds like you had fairly severe sleep apnea there. My goodness. October 15th from Braden. Hey Bill, while you were sick, who was doing graves for you? And I know a while back you said you'd rather get a printing press and do merch yourself. Yeah, but there's a place called Bunker Branding, and it's ran by YouTuber Demolition Ranch. Oh, I think I've heard of him. If you ever want to do merch, look at them. Oh, that's cool. Actually, Dylan was doing some, he did one full size, I think, for me. Or did I dig it? I can't remember now. He filled it in anyways. Full size vault. And I think he did one or two cremation burials for me too. So actually that whole week was weird because like it was like pretty quiet. There's only a couple of burials, and for like a week and a half, we never got any office calls, which was kind of weird. I'm like, good time to be a sick. But anyways, thanks Braden for sending that in. Rich, I think you already sent me one. Here's another one. Mr. Bill, I have a 1939 9N. Ooh, that's an old one. How would I go about changing my 6-volt positive ground points and condenser over to electronic ignition? Keep up the good work and take care of your health. Well, let me tell you something, Rich. Let me tell you something here. Steiner Tractor actually has a kit for that. Let me pull it up. Steiner Tractor. So you want to go to their main page, right there, and look up Ford 9N 6-volt electronic. Okay, you see that? Ford 9N, do a search, and lo and behold, ooh, it's even more expensive. There it is there. They actually have a 6-volt positive ground, so you can do that. That's the kit you would want for that. And they have 12s, of course, too. That's the one I've got for the 800, although I think it's a little different on this one, but you can get that, and those do exist. And I strongly recommend that you do it, because like, oh my gosh, it's like awesome. So keep up the good work and take care of your health. Well, I am better now. Thank you. So yeah, go and if you want, it's a little expensive, but I'll tell you what, best thing on the planet. Should have had that when they built the tractor. I'm sure that those old guys now woke up out of their graves and looked at what we're using now for the ignition and be like, why didn't we think of that? We had magnets back then. That would have worked. Anyways, next one is from Kathy, and I think it might be sent by someone else through this email address. But anyways, I will read here. It says, hey Bill, don't die on us. We love your videos. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you. I haven't died yet. Still kicking, alive and kicking, but thank you for sending that. And I've got one more left here, and that's it. Another one from Heiko. Hey Bill, it's Heiko from Florida. Your puppy is so cute, and I love her. I love her name as well. What do you do? What do you think about pug dogs? Would you ever get a pug? Probably not. They're, I don't know. Some people like them, I guess. They look kind of ugly to me, and yeah, I'd probably trip over the stupid thing and squash it and kill it. Maybe I don't know. I need a big dog so I can see it. Would you ever got a pug before the puppy you have now? And I have had a dream that I was helping you and Dylan out mowing the grass in the cemetery. Oh, that's cool. Which tractor were you running? Were you running the 2032R with the big 62-inch mower deck, or were you running the zero turn with the 42-inch deck? Ooh, either one would be awesome. So, but the dog, no. We never really had dogs much. We've had a cat, and she was pretty good, but dogs are a lot more, I think, a lot more work until you get them trained. We're into that right now. It's a lot of work. Poor girl, she can't tell us. I guess she's only 9 weeks old, right? So she can't really tell us yet that she's got to go outside. So I'm getting stuff ready. I had to go out today. I'm getting stuff ready in the morning, and she looks at me, walks out into the hallway onto the carpet, and takes a big poop. I'm like, what are you doing? You go outside to do that. I freaked out on her a little bit, and she's like, I don't know. So, I mean, she's only 9 weeks, so you can't really freak out too much, right? But we'll have to get that nipped in the bud pretty quick here. But anyways, thanks, Heiko, for sending that in. And that is it. We have 0 inbox. So if you want to send a question to me, you guys know the address there. It's in the title. And you can send me an email if you wish. And even questions or pictures or whatever of something you're working on, I'd like to see that too. Or some of your equipment. If you got a mower you want to send me a picture of, or anything, send her in. And Christmas cards, you want to send Christmas cards, we're going to be doing that soon, hopefully here. And that's my address. That's my address. So send her there. And we'll catch you all later. Thanks again for all the questions. Hopefully I answered them all for you. And hopefully we get some more to do number 28. We're almost up to 29. Holy smokes. But anyways, you guys have a good one. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later. And you guys have a good day. Hi, baby girl. Hi, Paisley. Oh, you're getting sucked in. Ah!